Section 13C, Service Mindset. 13.9, The Leader as a Mentor. Mentoring is a process designed to help each individual reach his or her maximum potential. USAF leaders have an inherent obligation and responsibility to mentor future leaders. Through mentoring, senior leaders pass on their experience and wisdom to junior members, as well as philosophy, traditions, shared values, quality, and lessons learned. Commanders and supervisors must be positive role models and make themselves available to airmen who seek career guidance, counsel, and mentorship. They must take an active role in their airmen's professional development by continually challenging them to grow, develop, and improve. At a minimum, a supervisor's mentoring consists of a discussion of performance, potential, and professional development plans during performance feedback sessions. Conversations should include promotion, professional military education, advanced degree work, physical fitness, personal goals and expectations, professional qualities, future assignments, and long-range plans. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. Winston Churchill. Mentoring is an ongoing process, and perhaps the most powerful method leadership can use to shape the future. It helps prepare airmen for the increased responsibilities they will assume as they progress in their careers. There are no limitations or stages of career development that would limit any individual from benefiting from the counsel of a mentor. Additionally, mentors are often appreciated by the men's more than they will ever know. 13.10. The Air Force Mentoring Program. The Air Force Mentoring Program covers a wide range of areas, such as career guidance, professional development, leadership, USAF history and heritage, air power doctrine, strategic vision, and contributions to joint warfighting. Foremost, individuals must focus on USAF institutional needs. The USAF must develop people skilled in the employment and support of air power, and how this meets national security needs. Mentors must distinguish between individual goals, career aspirations, and realistic expectations. Each individual defines a successful career, goal, or life accomplishment differently. There are numerous paths to meet individual career and success goals. Although the immediate supervisor or rater is the primary mentor, coach, counselor, guide, or role model for airmen, subordinates may seek additional counseling and professional development advice from other sources or mentors as well. While there are several approaches mentors can take in the form of coach, counselor, advisor, and advocate, USAF mentoring is governed by AFMN 36-2643, Air Force Mentoring Program, May 17, 2019. 13.11. The Mentoring Process. The mentoring model, MENTORING, demonstrates the concepts of effective mentoring. The elements of effective mentoring, described here, correspond to the letters in the word itself. Model. An effective mentor, serving as a role model, understands that actions speak much louder than words. The protege is constantly observing and learning from the mentor. The opportunity to see how the mentor deals with a variety of situations is an important part of the mentoring process. Empathize. Mentoring requires the ability to empathize and show genuine compassion for proteges. Mentors who remember what it was like when they were new and inexperienced may be more effective in assisting others in their professional development. Empathy cultivates bonds between mentors and proteges and fosters the mutual commitment that exemplifies mentoring. Nurture. Nurturing emphasizes a caring attitude. Like a farmer tends to the field, the mentor nurtures the protege by investing ample time, patience, and effort. Mentors must make the time and effort to effectively mentor their proteges and provide the appropriate amounts of attention, training, and time for them to apply, internalize, and value what they have learned. Teach. The skill of teaching may not come naturally to everyone, but knowledge and experience are valuable as mentors. Consider these 5 simple steps when teaching and training proteges. 1. Organize the material into logical, systematic units of manageable size. 2. Correct errors immediately. 3. Frequently review previously covered material and relate the material to the current lesson. 4. Include practical exercises to help the protege exercise the newfound knowledge. And 5. Evaluate the protege's progress and provide detailed feedback. Organize. Mentors must first be organized before helping others become organized. An organized mentor knows from the very beginning what he or she wants to achieve, and focuses on this goal. The time and effort spent organizing thoughts and materials into a logical, sequential plan aimed at a precisely defined target pays big dividends in the form of improved learning and developmental experiences for the protege. Respond. Mentoring is a two-way communication process that requires mentors to actively listen to the protege's questions and provide useful and timely responses. Effective mentors must remain alert to recognize nonverbal behaviors and subtle communication cues that indicate the protege's interest in certain areas. Mentors should be proactive, anticipate the needs, problems, and concerns of proteges, and address them immediately. Inspire. More than a good role model, teacher, or ally, a genuine mentor is an inspirational mentor. Inspirational mentors have a profound impact on proteges that encourages them to transform into a more improved being. Inspiration is a characteristic that distinguishes leaders from managers. Network. A good mentor introduces and connects a protege with others who can provide increased guidance, support, resources, and opportunities. Networking is a vital function that helps proteges establish themselves in their professional community through a solid network of friends, acquaintances, and associates. Goal set. Sometimes people lack the experience to understand the importance of setting goals or the expertise to establish specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound goals. Mentors must help their proteges understand why goals are important. Establish short and long-term goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound, and be available to assist them in achieving their goals. 13.12. The leader as a counselor. Being involved in an airman's development and growth is essential to a leader's influence and credibility. Leaders should seek to develop and improve counseling abilities to ensure effective counseling is provided to airmen. Counseling can be conducted for a number of reasons, ranging from something as simple as discussing steps made toward achieving a goal, to something as complex as addressing a significant life-changing event. 13.13. When to counsel. The key to successful counseling is to conduct the counseling as close to the event as possible. Good leaders take advantage of naturally occurring events as opportunities for providing feedback. Leaders must be genuinely interested in airmen and understand how involvement can help personally and professionally. Listening and providing assistance may greatly enhance an airman's ability to deal with a situation. Professional growth counseling is often conducted while reviewing an airman's duty performance during a certain period and setting standards for the next period, typically, but not only during airman's comprehensive assessment, ACA, feedback sessions. Leaders may conduct counseling for superior or substandard duty performance or behavior. Leaders may conduct crisis counseling to help an airman through the initial shock after receiving negative news. Referral counseling may follow crisis counseling, which can help airmen work through a personal situation and may serve as preventive counseling before a situation becomes a problem. Referral counseling often involves agencies, such as legal services, religious affairs, or an alcohol and drug counselor. 13.14. Approaches to counseling. An effective leader approaches each airman as an individual. Different people and different situations require different counseling approaches. 3 approaches to counseling include non-directive, directive, and combined. The major difference between the approaches to counseling is the degree to which the airman participates and interacts during a counseling session. Figure 13.2 summarizes the advantages and disadvantages of each approach. Non-directive. The non-directive counseling approach is preferred for most counseling sessions. During the counseling session, the leader listens to the situation before helping the individual make decisions or giving advice. The leader encourages the airmen to explore and clarify important points to better understand the situation. During non-directive counseling, the leader should refrain from providing solutions or rendering opinions. Instead, maintain focus on individual and organizational goals and objectives. Also, ensure the airman's plan of action aligns with those goals and objectives. Directive. The directive counseling approach works best to correct simple problems, make on-the-spot corrections, and correct specific aspects of duty performance. The leader using the directive style directs the course of action for the airman. The directive approach is best when time is short, when the solution is clear, or if an airman has limited problem-solving skills and needs guidance. Combined. The combined counseling approach is a blend of both the directive and non-directive approaches, adjusting them to articulate what is best for the situation. With the combined approach, the leader emphasizes the airman's planning and decision-making responsibilities by listening, offering options, helping analyze possible solutions, encouraging the airman to decide which solution is best, and assisting with the development of a plan of action. Figure 13.2. Counseling Approach Summary Chart. Approach Advantages, Disadvantages. Non-directive. Encourages maturity. Encourages open communication. Develops personal responsibility. More time consuming. Requires greatest counselor skills. Directive. The quickest method. Good for people who need clear, concise direction. Allows counselors to actively use their experience. Does not encourage airmen to be part of the solution. May treat symptoms, not problems. May discourage airmen from talking freely. The counselor provides the solution, not the airman. Combined. Moderately quick. Encourages maturity. Encourages open communication. Allows counselors to actively use their experience. May take too much time for some situations. 13.15. The counseling process. One of the most important things a leader can do when conducting a counseling session, regardless of purpose, is to ensure the intent is established and the environment is appropriate. Although the length of time required will vary, when possible, conduct counseling during the duty day. Aim for the counseling session to last less than 1 hour, and be prepared to schedule a second session, if necessary. Both the leader and the airman should clearly understand why, where, and when the counseling session will take place and be prepared to discuss main points, pertinent information, and plausible, obtainable goals. Finally, the environment should have minimal interruptions and be free from distractions to show respect for the airman and the conversation. Even when you have not prepared for formal counseling, you can follow the 4 basic components of a counseling session: state the purpose, discuss the issues, develop a plan of action, and record the plan. These steps can be as simple or as elaborate as the situation requires. Also, schedule any future meetings, at least tentatively, before closing the session. Appropriate measures to consider following the counseling may include a follow-up session, making referrals, informing the chain of command, and taking corrective measures. 13.16. The leader as a coach. Effective leaders often serve as coaches who must thoroughly understand the strengths, weaknesses, and professional goals of members of their teams. Leaders coach airmen similar to the way athletic coaches improve their teams, by setting goals, developing and implementing plans of action, and providing oversight and motivation throughout the process. 13.17. Vision. USAF leaders must have a collective vision that empowers, inspires, challenges, and motivates followers to the highest levels of commitment and a continuously improving environment. Airmen are responsible for conducting and maintaining the asymmetric advantages and capabilities the USAF delivers in air, space, and cyberspace. We need to ensure we are also driving efficiencies and improvements across the board. Therefore, we must use the right tools and techniques to address problems, leverage opportunities for improvement, and employ our greatest resource, innovative, dedicated airmen. Vision is helping people believe they can accomplish goals in the anticipation of a better future as a result of their efforts. Inspiration is one way to convey vision. To better understand this concept, consider President John F. Kennedy's announcement in 1961 of the United States' intention to put a man on the moon within the decade. Perhaps an impossible task by most standards, and yet it was achieved. The dramatic announcement and the infectious inspiration helped achieve the goal. 13.18 Implementing the Vision. While senior leadership has the authority and responsibility to change the system as a whole, leaders at lower levels direct supervisors and subordinates to seek and perform tasks more appropriate to the challenges of the new age. To do this, leaders must communicate the vision, bolster airmen's courage and understanding, and solicit ideas and suggestions. A great leader's courage to fulfill his vision comes from passion, not position. John C. Maxwell. The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Every leader needs to establish an enduring vision. As technology and our environment continue to evolve, our vision and leadership style must keep pace. A vision that meets the organization's needs at the time of implementation, over time is likely to require revision. Therefore, the vision-forming process should be continual. On the other hand, the vision should not be arbitrarily modified. If the vision works and is aligned with environmental and technological developments, the vision should be affirmed and supported. The ability to form mental images of a possible outcome and translate these images into a reality through leadership and action is a unique feature of the human brain. A leader should constantly anticipate the influences, trends, and demands that affect the vision over the next month, year, and even decade. To be of realistic value, the vision must be logical, deductive, and plausible. Vision must be specific enough to provide real guidance to people, but unbounded enough to encourage initiative and demonstrate relevancy to a variety of conditions. Leaders with vision are compelled to overcome complacency and refuse to accept the norm of doing things as they have always been done.